Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around. We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy. The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit. Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture. I'm Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around. We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy. The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit. Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture. I'm Garson,
All right,
founder of the initiative.
I'm back,
On
everybody.
behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
JP says, started a new playthrough of this myself this morning. Going to be a mix of combat and tech. Nice. All right, I don't have anything up here. Do I have any other quests that I need to turn in here? Old PB Vold Vold. We have a whole bunch of quests on Vold. So we probably just need to finish up Vold, I guess. Yeah, we should just go to Vold and start getting that planet ready for the
We hope you'll enjoy learning
outpost.
about the diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
Is it cold in Mexico? No. I have a beanie on because my hair's a mess. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut it today. I almost just razored it off last night. Not razored it, but like clipped it. I almost took the clippers to it last night. It's that time of year. I usually let it grow out for about a year, and then I usually cut it off around March when it starts to get hot. But it was yesterday afternoon was kind of hot, and I was helping Chris with the cats at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just dripping sweat. My hair was sticking to my face, my forehead. And I was like, you know what? I may cut my hair off earlier this year. So it's not cold at all. It's a very pleasant, like 80 degrees outside. But in my office, it's air conditioned. But this is just keeping my hair out of my face. Okay, Cora wants to talk. Everybody wants to talk. I need to check my strike missions and everything first. What's up, Brett Plays Games?
In the armory.
All right, I now have 120. No, 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 no. I didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. I do not want to go play this multiplayer mission. I wonder if I can exit out of it. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I pushed a button because I wasn't paying attention. Can I back out of this? Please tell me I can back out of this. No, no. Yeah, don't. Fuck this. Yeah. Fuck that. I clicked the wrong button. Send a strike team. I can recruit a new team. Yeah, I cut all my hair off. I had long hair my whole life. And I cut it off in, I think it was the end of 2021. Just over time, it got thin in the back and receding hairline, thinned up top and up front. So it was just like, it was just time. I made it to 40 plus. Like, I made it to 40 plus having long hair my whole life. And I was just like, I'm going to cut it off. And it's been nice not having long hair for the past few years. It's been very quick and easy. And once a year, I literally just go into the bathroom once a year and just down to like the number 4, number 5, and then I just let it grow for the next year, and then I cut it off. Like, I literally, it's usually about March, because March is when it starts to get hot here. Like, I'll start sweating all the time because of the heat. So every time I leave the air conditioning office, I'll be sweating outside. So just, you know, beginning of April, end of March, I just cut it all off, and then I just go all summer, and it's nice and short, and then it starts to get long again around, October, November, December. Um, I'll probably um, at some point I just won't care, and I'll just grow it out again and grow the beard out again. Cause I don't mind having a beard and stuff, but it's just with the heat here and everything. Like, I've done the beard twice now. I cut all the hair off, but then let the beard grow. That was the first one. I cut all the hair off and then I let the beard grow for 2.5 years. I got all the way down to my belly button, and then I cut it off, and then I let it grow again like a year later and grew it out for like a year and a half, and then cut it off. And since then, I've just kept everything relatively short. Your last chance to have your hair again in your 40s, Ed? I mean, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I had a mullet back when I was a baby kid, like in my single digits. Yeah, I didn't get so my hair I mean everybody can see my hair every single day. I don't have really any I've stayed like dirty blonde my whole life, but the beard went white or the beard started going white in my early 30s. Like I remember um I remember Chris and I, this is when we were still running the travel blog. We had done a video at like one of the museums in Cancun and we had put it out on social media and my mom of all people was like on my Facebook page going, "Oh my God, you've got white in your beard." And I had never paid attention and I had like, you know, five or six like gray hairs in the chin area and then it just sort of spread from here. It's not completely, I don't know if you guys can tell. It's not completely white. Like I still have some like dirty blonde in there, but it's mostly white. And then I've got some white in like it goes up my sideburns and slightly into my temples up here, but that's it. Like I've managed like there's no the rest of it has stayed dirty blonde. So my head hasn't changed white, but the beard definitely has gone all white. It started going in my early 30s. And I've had so many people be like, "You should just dye your beard." It's like I'm not fucking dyeing my beard, Jesus. It's like too. I had somebody the other day ask me like, "You're a streamer. Why don't you just wear a wig?" And it's like, do I really come across as someone who's vain? I was like, have you not watched my streams? Like, I get on stream with like bedhead, and before my beard was long, I used to make that was the joke for a lot of the shorts I would make was bedhead, bed beard. I would start every video like that, like bedhead, bed beard. Here's the TikTok short, you know. That just makes me laugh. Dye your beard. I'm not dyeing my beard, Jesus.
Joel?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
Don't know if I would be.
I have to be. How else do we go on? You know?
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
That's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
I was. Am. My mom and dad are dead. My sister's really sick. She's on the Nexus. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
Glad you're along for the ride.
Me too.
Yeah, I yeah, as long as I don't stink, I'm good. So I have lived in tropical climates for the last 15 years, especially in Cancun. I literally, it was shorts, flip-flops, and some sort of just t-shirt, and that was it. And I owned like three pairs of flip-flops, three or four pairs of shorts, and like six t-shirts, and that was it. And for a long time, um, that was it. And then, of course, it started. So this past year, 2024, as the streams got bigger and the channel got bigger and everything else, you can go back and watch the timeline of like my travel blog and then my early YouTube videos and everything else because I literally still own them, a series of brown, gray, black, and green t-shirts that I bought at Kohl's like 20 years ago. I bought a two-pack of each one, and I wore the four first ones out over the course of like 10 or 11 years, and then I switched to the second sets, and that was all I wore, nothing, and nothing else. And then Chris started buying me. If you watch my streams, like I suddenly now have all these like logo shirts, and it's for the streams. She literally went out and bought me a wardrobe for the streams, because if it was up to me, I literally will just wear the same ratty, and like I've even got I've got videos from the early days of this channel where I'd be sitting here like this, and you could just like my armpit is just right there because there's holes underneath the shirt, and I just don't give a fuck. I'm just like, "What's up, everybody?" And it's like these really, they're 11-year-old T-shirts where it's like the collar's blown out in the back, there's holes in the armpits, but I'm like, they're comfortable and they fit, and why would I need anything else? And then, yeah, I just as long as I get my daily shower, that's really the only good thing, is like just as long as I'm not dirty. Give me a good pair of shorts, light T-shirt.
Can I see you in the med bay?
They aren't just conquerors or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
That's what Jaal faces every day, now that we know the truth.
Friends, neighbors, all changed.
Shirts that are so
they're
old they're
loyal
not fit to
to what
wash
changed
dishes.
them.
You're pretty worked up about this.
Yeah, I've got like
Kandros
3
wants
of my
strategies for
shirts
handling
that
the
are
Ket.
still in circulation
talked with
right
Drat,
now that
putting
I don't
ideas
wear
together,
anymore, but she's turned them
expand our
into
guerrilla tactics,
cat
get
pillowcases.
Angar military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know.
I don't have many of them in here.
Wish your
though.
dad could give me his take.
Why? This all looks fine to
And
me.
then the rest have
Mr.
turned into
your
like, yeah,
father,
dish
They
rags
always
and
had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt.
window
like now.
window rags to
The
clean
initiative's
windows,
plans are
office
shot,
rags.
and people die because of it.
We're facing challenges we could never have prepared for.
At least now we can prepare to fight the Ket. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari. It'll be good to have certainty again.
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, there are some people who are obsessed with it. I had a younger brother who is no longer around, and he was one of those individuals he was very much Frank Sinatra and James Bond were like his favorite personas, and so he strove to, he had he had BMW, and he had tailored suits, and it was like, $75 haircuts once a week, like, he was obsessed completely with like cigars, whiskey, suits, cars, expensive whiskeys, expensive cigars, expensive restaurants, expensive everything, just because that's the life he wanted, and he was obsessed with that. It's like been like, I don't think I've gone and had a haircut. Holy shit. I don't think I've actively gone and had a haircut since I went with my mom when I was like a single digit child. Like, because as soon as I got out on my own as a teenager, like, I always just had long hair. And it's like, I don't need a barber to cut my hair. It's just literally whack a few inches off every 6 months and I'm good, The idea of spending $75 for a haircut every week is just mind-boggling to me.
In engineering, if you need anything, Ryder.
Ah, there you are. Gotcha.
What's up, gentleman?
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some persistent scourge issues from your joyride into the stuff way back when. That was a real act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost, heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
who's down here? What is this? A wreck of something.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, I'd... Well, imagine if it was Sarah.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
You raised your sister by yourself? That can't have been easy.
Had to. I waited forever for our father to come home. He never did. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
We're a team. I'll make sure you're always there for Sid.
Thank you, Ryder. That means a lot to me.
I never really
Sid's
had
older
her in the
now.
party much
Maybe
my
I don't
first
have to
couple of
worry as much.
playthroughs. I've been trying to include
I
her
should get
every
back to
time
work.
this
Talk
time
to my people,
around,
see if they've heard anything.
as often as I can.
Chat later?
There much to say about that facility on Vault.
Where the heck is Lexi?
I
One
get
of
you,
these is
pal.
the doctor's.
Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
That's the galley. Bathroom. Where the heck was... Medbay.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
I didn't think about it like that.
Because you see him as a friend, not a patient. That's why I'm here. To observe and treat. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
And you're taking good care of him. Just remember why you came here, too. There is a new alien species on your table.
My hands actually shook when I made the first incision. See
Slice
this
and
bone-like
dice.
armor? It feels as strong as a Krogan's frontal plate.
I'll take your word for it.
I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Alright, do I have any emails I need to check? I don't think so, but let's just double check. Writer from Vetra, thanks for listening to me. Okay. Oh, what was that? SpaceX rocket model? Really? Interesting. Alright, we need to head back to Vold, I believe. And go do some planetary exploration. So that we can unlock our
So,
outpost
Callow,
there.
who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus? What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Suvi.
Have I ever played X4? Nope.
Beginning approach.
Old orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Alright, we have a ton of quests across the planet. I think we just pick our poison and start working our way through here. So let's head to this one first. I think actually I have to get to my rover first. It's not a rover, it's a nomad, I'm sorry.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
So much better than this stupid Mako. I need to craft some mods for this.
Picking up a faint signal. Looks like a friendly ship.
It matches the transponder code for a Sari survey vessel, Perifona.
All that's left is a bunch of
Pathfinder,
ruins.
we are approaching the Ket weapons depot destroyed by the Resistance.
Good to know. We'll search for any sign of hot spread. Life sign, Sam?
Nothing. However, I do detect a faint energy signature from what could be a generator.
Back, possibly.
Ryder, a door.
Hey guys, fire hot.
I don't think anyone's in here, Ryder.
Okay, we got multiple doors.
It's dead, of course.
If circuitry is intact, we could power it up and gain entrance.
Hearing things.
Good to hear.
There's
Luck
something over there.
runs. It's a good
Maybe
game.
someone.
I did 2 playthroughs back to back when the game launched. Years ago, 7, 8 years ago. I don't think that did anything. Oh, here's another one. Oh, hold up. We got cables. Be damned.
Reconnected.
Alright, now we should be able to get this
The
door.
temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Yes, I'm aware. It's cold.
Who are you? Are you here to find me? Did Hana send you? Foolish girl.
Yeah,
She
I
never
ran
knows
through
when
fire
to
at the
give
same
up.
time, JP.
Whoa, Hana was right and no one believed her.
I actually didn't know
I
that you could
shouldn't have
get.
survived.
I didn't know that fire
Didn't
would
think
burn
I
like
would.
that. I don't think I've stepped in fire yet.
And this hurt. And this.
That's all it says. That's all it ever says. I've burned, I've peeled, I've gouged. It won't tell me where they are.
You tortured this person?
It's not a person, it's Ket. They took my family.
We need to leave this place. You're not thinking straight.
I can't leave. This is my only chance to talk to these things, to find my family. If I leave here, I leave them. I can't.
I'm sorry, but they're gone.
No!
You have friends waiting for you, people who still care. You'll die here.
How could you? It could have told me I could have found them again.
Go home, Michal.
Fine. I'll signal the base and inform the Resistance of my position.
Alright. That's a one. That's a one quest finished. And then we can turn this in back up in here.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Ooh, I have a secondary quest up in here?
Wonder what all the blinky lights are.
Rylas?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylas. Wow. You really showed up.
You said you had intel. I can't ignore that.
I just didn't think you'd come yourself. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Kets scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Ket movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
So something that could involve exaltation, or the creation of a new exaltation lab.
Well, that's what I thought. Either way, Ket organizing
And I like
means
their
trouble.
eyes.
We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
You're talking to the right person. We always help our friends and allies.
I knew you'd help. I'll send the nav point immediately.
Right. Gonna go rescue some dudes and kill some cat. Need to make a metal song based on gonna kill the cat. Da 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 da. Gonna kill the cat. Da 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 da.
Mashal just called in. Anix sent a squad to retrieve her. She seemed troubled, but I suppose being trapped in rubble will do that. I'm so happy she's still alive.
LL says, why do some
Skies be
influencers hate
bright
this
for you,
game?
Ryder.
Because they're unhappy with their lives. They don't have anything worth loving. No one loves them. So they hate on everything else. Oh, we have another quest that opened up over here. I roll.
May their soul welcome. You are the Pathfinder, yes?
Ha! They weren't paid to like it, says Belloc. That's another. That's a good way to look at it.
Our people worship in
They
private
weren't
here,
paid, so they're like,
and I
screw
give
this game.
blessings. Would you like one?
I'm a bit of a stranger to your faith.
A stranger in all things, perhaps. The blessing is offered with simple goodwill.
It would be an honor.
I give you strength and courage, yet be clear your heart.
You seem troubled.
Oh, Pathfinder Ryder. I was just speaking a blessing for 2 of our young soldiers murdered by the Ket. So many dead or disappeared, but these 2 cuts are the deepest yet.
Did you know them well?
They would be alive if they hadn't welcomed this death.
I'm not sure I understand.
These children were swayed by a new belief that's taken hold. A soul finds enlightenment.
Yeah,
through
many of
reincarnation,
these content creators
but
are
somehow
absolutely.
think they can
It's.
force this. They fling themselves
I
at
mean,
death,
to be
thinking
fair,
they will be reborn
even
stronger.
I am
Glory
influenced
seekers,
by
we call them.
money to some degree. Like, because if I play a game and it doesn't get the numbers that I need it to get, like, I don't stream that game, or I won't stream it for more than a couple of sessions because I have bills to pay. So it's like I need to make, because the majority of my revenue is still based on ad revenue from YouTube and Twitch. I have to make sure that I'm hitting certain numbers. So if I'm not hitting those numbers, I move on to the next game until I find something that is getting the numbers. Generally speaking, when I focus on new releases, that's not a problem. But the first 2 years of my YouTube channel, I didn't focus on new releases. I was always playing old games. This is the first time I've dropped back and played something old in like a year and a half. And as a result, like all of January, we've only been getting like 40 people tuning into the streams. That's like the minimum for me. Like, if I don't have at least 30-40 people watching the streams, then I'm not going to make enough money from that stream to justify being live for more than like 2 hours, which is why the days when I do short streams, it's generally speaking, is because I don't have a huge audience. When I have 80 people, 100 people, I'm happy to sit here for 8 hours because I'm going to make enough money from that 8-hour session to justify me being live for 8 hours. So even I'm influenced by money to a smaller degree. But yeah, a lot of streamers won't even do anything unless they're getting sponsored. Got it. Oh, it fell. I was going to show you guys the mosquito. Lucas says this game is extremely buggy at launch. I didn't have any bugs at launch.
Reincarnation is a nice thought, but to die for it?
I did
This
2
has
playthroughs back to back.
consequences.
No issues.
If you meet some of these glory seekers, do what you can to save them from death. That's all any of us can do.
Thank you.
Speak to a glory seeker. Huh. Alright. We gotta go back out into the cold. Looks like we'll do this one because we got... No. That's the difference, Belloc. Correct. It's not a sponsored stream. I'm streaming what I want to play as opposed to other people who only stream what they're being paid to stream. So you are correct. There is a difference. I was perhaps being a little facetious because it was like, well, technically.
I met your sister on the Nexus. She's really... chatty, bouncy, irritating. Yeah. I don't know anyone like that. She said you raised her? Well, I tried. She was a handful. What was it? Just couldn't wait to be a mom? Excuse me? Never mind. I wonder if we'll ever see a so-called golden world that won't be complete death to live on.
I thought this would be the Periphona.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close.
Well, I'll take the platinum. That shit's hard to find and expensive as fudge. Yeah, the big thing with this game was that it was, as is being chatted about, a lot of people, it wasn't two things. It wasn't the Shepard story, and it wasn't the Mass Effect. It was a different game. So this is the first game where you don't have direct control in the same way over your companions.
What's your full name again? Peanut Butter?
It's not about
My full name is
Shepard.
Peanut Butter. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You know, I said this the other day. It's a controversial take, but like, when I played the original games, the original trilogy was my favorite. Even when I played this the first time, I loved it. But, you know, I still really held the original trilogy in high regard. I've since played the Legendary Edition twice, and I've come back to this, and I just did that Legendary playthrough and coming to this, and I gotta say that for me personally, after having just played the Legendary Edition, and also having played Anthem and Dragon Age Veilguard, I now see where the company was beginning to go with this game, because this is when they started the whole idea of primers and combos, and the combo system in combat. I much prefer the traversal system in this game. I prefer the combat in this game. I prefer the Nomad is way better than the Mako. I just personally think that Andromeda is a better game than the previous three games. The Shepard story is awesome. The gameplay is clunky as fuck. There's a lot of copy and pasted environments in the first game. A lot of asset reuse, especially in the first game. It's a legendary trilogy, no doubt, but I actually prefer Mass Effect Andromeda. Just the 45-year-old me who has evolved over the years prefers this game. I think this is a better game. It's much bigger. I like the storyline. Man, we gotta go all over the place for this one. Well, let's track the poachers.
Blair, think someone's in trouble?
Got it. We should see if we can lend a hand.
No, I'm not lending a hand.
Think I need to apologize, Vetra. Now? Yeah. See, I had an older sister. 500 years older. By the time I was self-aware, she was already a matriarch. In other words,
The poachers aren't here.
must have packed up and moved.
I loved Anthem. Pre-ordered that game for my brother. And we played it together when it launched. And it was a horribly buggy hot mess, but we still had fun. I loved the single-player campaign for that game. It's just the multiplayer. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough content there to keep most people occupied. Because the campaign was pretty short. I think it was like 12 hours-ish. Yeah, I don't personally have a problem playing games that are bugged. I mean, it's just par for the course. Bugs are bugs. I've also built and launched 3 games, and I know that no matter how good you are, your game's gonna have bugs when it launches. And no matter how people sit there and cry, you should have launched a bug-free game. How dare your game have bugs? Yeah, the moment people start trying to say that, oh, games 20 years ago didn't launch with bugs, the moment that comes out of someone's mouth, I immediately tune that person out and I ignore them. Because that's someone who is just completely ignorant of how games are developed. They don't understand. We've talked about this so many times on the stream. Like, when a game goes gold or goes live, you know, let's say a game goes gold first. You know, it's going out to 1,000 people who have tested it. They're going to find 1,000 bugs. Then the game launches and it sells millions of copies. Now there's millions of bugs that have been found. A company cannot test for millions. And even the most, I love using this example, even the biggest, most awarded game of all fucking time, Baldur's Gate 3, launched as a buggy hot mess. Their first patch took them almost 1 month and included over 1,000 fixes. It's a public post out there in the public for people to go look at, and people just blindly ignore it because they're like, no, Baldur's Gate 3 was perfect. No, it fucking wasn't. I was getting cutscenes airing out of order in my live stream series of Baldur's Gate 3 when it launched. I just rolled my eyes and dealt with it. It was like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? But it's like, there are so many millions of permutations of chipsets, RAM sets, GPU drivers, CPU drivers, you know, off-the-shelf fan combinations, $20 controllers off of eBay where the drivers don't match up. There are so many millions of things that cause issues once games go into the live wild and sell millions of copies. Like, it's impossible for companies, even a company like Larian, who put 3 years of early access into their game, they still launched with a million bugs, you know, because it's just, that's the nature of these big complex games that have hundreds of lines or millions of lines of code. Like, there's going to be bugs. You cannot account for all the millions of things that could potentially go wrong once the game is out the door and has sold, you know, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million,
quid pro
5 million
quo.
copies.
Yeah, sure. You're sorry for jumping down my throat when I apologize for jumping down your throat. All good.
The truth is, I really like you.
Surprising, right? I have to say.
False signal. One down.
Alright, what do we got here? Let's go here real quick, just because we might be able to get some
False
mining
signal.
nodes.
One down.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
What the heck is that?
Vetra, you okay? That last fight, you were...
Do you ever get that feeling like you're watching yourself from afar? And you see everything around you? For a moment there, I saw where I was, who we were fighting, and I don't want to talk about it. It won't happen again.
Ah!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
I'm
You
familiar.
can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else in the director's city. Yeah, we're out of zone now. Okay, let's move on over here. Yeah, if this thing had weapons on it, I totally would have stayed inside.
So why did you get...
Crazy shield in the middle of nowhere?
That's Jarnik. The Ket think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
Well, guess where we're going eventually. Oh my god. The ice is a little unpredictable.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Little recharge here.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder.
Thank you very much. Let's check them out.
I've added them to your nav system. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Yep.
You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Oh, that's a maxed out node right there. Oh shit, that's a long way down. Oh, I probably dropped that too soon. Got excited.
This isn't how we thought it was gonna go. But one good thing, I get to see a new galaxy. How many people can say that?
That's the spirit.
Oh, I'm out of the zone. Well, I think that's probably all I'll get. It's just those couple of little areas. I'm not trying to deplete every area. I'm just kind of getting the 3 that are really obvious and evident, and then we're off to the next one because we're going to try to clear this map. Alright, where's the next one? Down here.
I would not like to be lost out here on my own.
Eventually we're going to need to go assault that Ket base.
Remnant site. Could have a few lurkers.
Man, I really need to craft upgrades for my Nomad, because it's just not good enough, man. It's not fast enough.
Bet there's Ket in there.
I bet there are, but I'm gonna ignore them because we're off to the mining nodes.
Manual says the Nomad's good for all weather conditions, but they did those tests in the Milky Way.
How close am I? Jesus. How did I blow past that? I'm an idiot. Somehow I blew all the way past that.
Got them all.
Alright, we gotta turn around. How did I blow past my marker? Probably because I was following the quest marker and not the, like, normal marker. Herpa-derpa!
Eyes peeled, everyone.
Don't worry, I'm not blinking. If there's something to see, I'm gonna see it. You'll see.
Maybe look with your eyes, not your mouth, huh?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Look at that platinum. Keep going up. Keep going up, platinum. Platinum has by far been the hardest for me to find so far.
have been depleted in this location.
Okay, let's see here. We've got poaching and... Ooh, let's do this one. West. No, east, sorry. Let's go see if we can find the Asari Ark. I vaguely remember there being a mission where you like board a ship or something to save somebody from Korra.
This is the source of the periphoner's signal.
There's nothing left.
There's Ket on sight. Let's clear them out.
Oh, we got reinforcements coming in too. Well, that's Jaw. Or Vetra, sorry. Let's do a little bit of scanning in the middle of combat. Hey, buddy. You got it, Petey? We're good.
Clear! That's the Periphono, all right.
Mr. says, what's up, Ren? The sky! The
should see
sky is what's up.
Definitely Ket weapons fire.
Looks like they crashed trying to escape.
This wasn't just a crash. The Ket pulverized the ship. No survivors.
Without the crew, we've lost our best lead to the Asari Ark.
But this is stupid. If they want Asari for exaltation, why not take the crew alive?
I was just looking at Twitch. Dan's Gaming said TikTok got unbanned faster than a big Twitch streamer violating Twitch terms of service. 1 hour ago, TikTok said, in agreement with service providers, TikTok is in the process of restoring service. This is going to be really, really interesting to see how this unfolds. I'm not affected by it because my TikTok account is not a US-based account. Well, Trump made a statement saying that tomorrow he's going to sign a 90-day extension of the sale period. So, doesn't mean anything yet. It just means that supposedly tomorrow it'll be back on for like 90 days. Supposedly, we'll see. I don't know. I'm seeing stuff on Twitter right now. Mr. says, good to see you play another game that was definitely unfairly hated. Yeah, I like this game. It's a great game. It's my favorite Mass Effect game. Deadwood says, if you played the original, it deserved the hate. No, it didn't. It was a great game at launch. It's still a great game. If you like BioWare games, it was a great game from the get-go. I think the only thing I remember from launch that was a little quirky was the bug eyes animation, but that was something they patched really, really quickly. That was fun to watch.
It's like they saw the Periphono.
Somebody tried to claim yesterday that,
but it's no match for a Ket cruiser.
That
Ryder,
this was the beginning of studios taking months to patch the game, and I'm like, I think your version of history is distorted because the first patch for Mass Effect Andromeda went live less than a week after the game launched. That's a very quick time. Baldur's Gate 3 took 1 month to do their first patch. BioWare took less than a week to get a patch out for this game. So people have twisted memories of things because they've got angry little hurt feelings inside because of reasons.
Any way we could use that or the flight recorder to find the Ark?
Correct,
If the
Bill.
nav
The
record survived,
president
we
does not
could
have
trace the
the
Periphona's
authority
flight
to
path.
change the
Might lead
law
us to
based on
them.
the current constitution. All he
I
can
can
do is
assist.
sign an executive order
I'll get
extending
started.
the sale
See you
period.
back at the
But
Tempest.
technically, it's passed into law, which is great. I played it on the PS4. Deadwood didn't have a single crash, didn't have a single issue. Some people just like to hate BioWare because they're angry. The game had bugs at launch. Tell me you've never played games before without telling me you've never played games before. The game had bugs.
So, how do you feel about Sam being in on everything we say and do?
You do know Sam's listening right now, right?
Ugh!
Certainly hope not, mister. That would be an absolute overreach of authority. We do not need a dictator in office.
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here.
Well, your reality is not my reality, Deadwood. Tell us you haven't played video games without telling us you haven't played video games. It's really funny because I was playing No Man's Sky, what, 3-4 months ago? Which is an 8 or 9-year-old game, and they've come huge strides with No Man's Sky over the years. And it was crashing. Like, we would crash about every stream, it would crash on the Xbox. About once every 3 hours, it would crash. Now, if I was a whiny, bitchy little person on the internet, I would make videos about how the game was trash and how the company is trash and how no one should play this piece of jank shit. But instead, I said, hey, it crashed. Big deal. Load it back up. Play it again. Takes 90 seconds to reboot the game. Was having a great time. Cyberpunk 2077, blue screen crashed my PS4 constantly. Still had a great time, played the game all the way through it. Probably crashed 50, 60 times. The world is what you make of it. If you let things like that affect you, they will affect you. But if you're having fun, it's not that big of a deal.
We'll take care of these poachers, Jal. I promise.
I appreciate that. I know it's not.
This goes back to that conversation we were having earlier, everybody. Deadwood's one of those people who doesn't understand game development. Let's go straight down here to the next drop point so we can get that for fast travel.
I hope the Angara know we're nothing like the Ket. I wouldn't want them as an enemy.
Nice.
Phoebe, do you really think this remnant stuff's gonna help us live here?
All signs point to yes?
You don't sound sure.
We'll find a way. Even if it's not remnant, I'm sure we will.
Get over the hill. You can do it.
Looks like the Ket got here before us.
Shit went in 6-wheel drive. How close are we? Getting there. Exactly, Mistra. PoE 2 launch, early access. There were crashes. Some people went out and made posts about how, oh my god, an early access has all sorts of crashes. Piece of shit company, piece of shit game. Yeah. Shit's gotta get patched. When you release a game into the wild that sells millions of copies, bugs start happening. The company has to find bugs and fix the bugs.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Alright, what do we got over here? I don't want to do that one. That's like a big old critter. Let's travel to the ruins and get the supplies.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Damn, it's a smoking hole.
I think we have 2 quests in here. Yep, it's exactly that. Like, any company that launches a game, like, I don't know if you were here for that part, Mister, where I was talking about, like, even Baldur's Gate 3, which had 3 years of early access, they couldn't fix all the bugs. The game launched with over 1,000, there were over 1,000 bugs and crashes in the first patch, which was a month after the game came out. 3 years of early access / beta testing with literally hundreds of thousands of playtesters. And it didn't matter because once the game went live and sold, it sold millions of copies, and now there are millions of bugs being found. That's just the nature of these massive sales. Like, Cyberpunk 2077 has sold 30 million copies to date. 30, that's a mind-boggling number. 30 million copies. If you don't do an early access, let's say your internal QA testing pool is 80 people. And then let's say you do a beta test with 1,000 invitees. Even, let's just say you're generous and you do an open beta and 250,000 people play the open beta weekend for free on Xbox and PlayStation, like, right? Because companies do that quite frequently. Like Monster Hunter Wilds, Skull and Bones, they do these big open beta weekends. Okay, 250,000 people played your game. Awesome. You just got a huge amount of bug reports from those 250,000 players. 250,000 players is nothing. Nothing compared to the game goes live and it sells 10 million copies, 20 million copies. You know, suddenly you've got millions of things being found. But, you know, some people, they can't do math, and so all they say is, bugs and crashes! The game had bugs and crashes! Let me QQ some more. It's absolute ignorance is where it comes from.
I think we're done.
Cat incoming.
Okay.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
No shit, Sherlock. It's a frozen planet.
Here they come!
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's just
I'm
math,
detecting
Billock.
below normal
Literally,
temperatures.
that's all it is just math. And most people who complain can't do math. They're like, but the game had bugs. But the game was crashing. But.
You okay?
Okay.
Look, I don't know
Not
what
saying that
Roic
it
said
didn't
to make you
crash, and
help
not
us,
saying that it wasn't a
but he
bug,
lied.
but put it in a
Aster,
context.
don't. Shut up.
There are millions of people
Roic's the
playing the
smuggler
game.
from Kadara.
You might be crashing all
are.
the time, but the other
Flew
millions
here when we
aren't.
heard the Ket were picking off villages. He wants to sell the ancient Volt map to the highest bidder. It's worth a fortune.
I knew something was up as soon as I saw you weren't Angara.
I figured, but that's not why I'm telling you.
Then why?
When I got here, when I saw what the Ket did to this place, these people are dealing with enough. They don't need looters taking what little they have left. I want you to take the map to the Resistance where it will do some good.
What about Roic?
It's true,
He's
JP.
not a bad guy, just has bad ideas. When we
Most
tell him
people who
about this
complain
place,
can't do
we'll
math.
see reason.
Works on
Don't
many
be
levels.
too hard on
I
him,
agree.
okay? Just take the map to the Resistance.
He made it personal when he lied to me. We're gonna have a chat.
Worth a shot. Either way.
And I can also guarantee you, LL, that when that game finally launches into the light of day and goes from hundreds of thousands of players to millions of players, it's going to have a whole bunch of bugs that were never caught during the beta stages. And you're going to have people who have meltdowns about it because they're going to say, Squadron 42 was in development for 12 years. How dare it have bugs? It launched with bugs. No. Cloud Empyrean is a bunch of scammers. Their game launched a buggy hot mess. They had 12 years to make this game. How dare they launch a game that has bugs? Rinse repeat for every new release. Oh, there's a landing up here. I see. Yeah, I think I did a video about that a couple weeks back. We were talking about how players who play games on day one lose the right to complain about bugs. Because you're going into it knowing that there are going to be bugs. And so because I'm a content creator, I did this video a couple weeks ago. I told people, unless you're a content creator, you do not need to be playing games on day one. If you are not a content creator, you can wait. Wait a month. Wait 2 months. Wait 3 months. Wait until the patches happen. Wait. Because it is guaranteed that every single game that launches these days, because they are so complex, they're gonna have bugs. So unless you're a content creator whose job is to be first and to capitalize on the views, just wait. Because if you do go out there and buy a copy of a game on day one and play it, you lose the right to complain if there are bugs. That's just it. No.
One down, 2 to go.
I have not played Spelljammer, no.
Sam, what's her status?
She has lost a lot of blood.
Squadron 42 should launch in the next couple of years, yeah. Star Citizen? No. Star Citizen is going to be, especially now that they've changed the terminology over the last couple of years. I just watched the Citizen Con this few months ago, and now they're calling it a living project that has evolved, and so now it's a living project that's going to take however long it's going to take. I seriously don't think Star Citizen will ever be finished in the traditional sense. I think it's just going to be especially as long as they continue to raise hundreds of millions of dollars every year, there's no reason to ever try to push it to a launch. Just let it evolve and there's nothing wrong with that. It's never been done before. It's a completely different way of doing things. But Squadron 42, I think we should see that in the next couple of years because that's a single player standalone product. But this thing that they're building, especially as they start implementing VR and everything else into Squadron 42, I think that's going to just keep evolving.
We brought the supplies.
Leave them in the cache and I can help myself. You need to get supplies to the other locations. There may be others like me, in dire need.
If you're all right, I'll get going.
Go. Go. Thank you. And inside of Enduri. Whoever you are.
Ryder.
Ryder. I'll remember that. I hope to see you again, Ryder.
All right. There's another poacher camp. I mean, they don't need to lease it though. They're not starving for money. I think the only reason a company would need to lease the engine is if they needed the income. They're definitely not starving for money.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
We should take a look at those Kep machines. If the remnant in there are active, we should take them out.
The Angara seem cool.
They could be allies. But I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up hating us.
I went the wrong way.
Damn.
I gotta stop following quest icons and look for these round ones. Yeah, that's the key. If people are having fun with the money they've donated. A good example of this is, so I have ranted in the past quite strongly outspoken against Pantheon Rise and Fallen. And they went into early access recently. And they've been pulling, you know, numbers that for the people who are celebrating the game are...
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
You know, it's nothing to write home about, right? But, you know, they're pulling in 5,000-6,000 people per night. Now, I have had so many people, you know, probably, you know, I'd say there's probably 100 people at this point who have gone back and found some of my older videos ranting about the Pantheon team and their mismanagement and misspenditures and everything else. And they're demanding that I go back and make a new video because somehow the game has magically been turned around and everything else. And I've watched the videos of early access, and after 12 years of development, they don't have anything there worth bragging about. They've spent millions of dollars, mismanaged the funds. It's so far from the original vision of the project. I'm not going to make another video about that game unless and until it gets to the finish line. Because so far they haven't produced anything worthwhile of talking about. On the other hand, you can look at a company like RSI, right, and Cloud Imperium, what they're building with Star Citizen, and we could actually see progress. We can see the money being put to use. We can see a living, breathing product that has full-time people. There are full-time streamers who make full-time careers streaming Star Citizen. It might not be fun. It might not be completed, sorry. It might not be fun for some, but it is fun for others. And I've always said to people about, like, Pantheon. If you're having fun playing Pantheon, great. If you're having fun playing Star Citizen, great. But you have to be okay with spending whatever it is that you've spent. And if you're okay with that amount of money and you're getting the enjoyment out of what it is, good for you. but that doesn't mean everybody else has to just accept it. Like, there are certain benchmarks that companies need to hit if they want to be considered legitimate. And I think it's in the case of like Cloud Imperium and Star Citizen, they've hit benchmarks. Man, I do not know where we're supposed to go over here. Supposedly there's a node here.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
You're really easy to tease. You know that, PB?
Not talking to you.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining.
I honestly don't really care too much about the mining stuff here. Poacher camp. Let's drop off the medical supplies. Let's go straight forward. Get whatever nodes are on the way
Environmental
out
temperatures
here.
are within acceptable limits. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That's a steep drop, Ryder.
Relax, I got this.
The blowing snow is mesmerizing and kind of pretty.
Outside temperature is in free fall.
Ooh, what's in here?
Here they come!
That's two of them.
This cache was probably his last hope.
What quest is this? Investigate the Ket base. I don't think we want to do that quest yet, because I remember that being a pretty in-depth experience. Fuck it, we're up here. Might as well since we're up here. Yeah, the exploration of this game is so cool. Like, the Nomad is so much fun. To just drive around. Oh, Jesus fucking. time it's done.
Voxel. I'm at the entrance to the base. Have you decrypted the code for the shields?
Yes, and not a moment too soon. Transferring it to you now. Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder.
Well, before we do that, what's up in here? Just some iridium, nothing special.
Here we go. We're in. Time to get to work.
Man, I need some ammo. By the way, guys, I couldn't sleep last night, so I ended up binge watching the last 4 episodes of. I got through Severance in like 2 days, the first season of Severance. Holy shit! So the first episode of the second season just dropped. Yes, the 17th. So I'm gonna watch that probably tomorrow and get a review out on it now that I've finished the first season. Such a good show. I just my mind was like blown. It's been a while. I think there was one I watched for you. I think it was called The Leftovers, which was an HBO show where that was a good mind tease. It's the first time I've been watching a show in a while where I've been like pausing the episode to go like look up people's theories, because everybody had like a year to watch the first season. It's been out for like a year or two, and I hadn't seen the first season yet, so I was able to go read everybody's theories. And the trippiest one I think I found was the people who said it's like a modern day retelling of Pan's Labyrinth. And I was like, oh, that's messed up. But it makes total sense. Like, obviously it's just a conspiracy theory, a fan theory, but I was like, ooh, that's interesting. But I'm gonna go watch the first episode of the second season today or tomorrow and get caught up, get that review out. Yeah, Milkshake is creepy. They're all, it's, dude. Yeah. And it's like, there's so many, like... Because they haven't unveiled anything. Like, we still don't know who Lumen is. What are they building? What's their purpose? Like... Who's the board?
This appears to be a Cat secure storage building. The entry is locked out by a defense matrix.
Damn. Whatever they're protecting must be important. We should find that defense matrix and shut it down. The command base is just ahead. I know it's already pretty cold here, but stay extra frosty.
Pathfinder, I recommend you head toward the primary tower. It appears to be the core of the base.
Armoring up.
Oh, I forgot I leveled up. Eat him off the cliff. Oh shit, I'm standing in the middle of something that's eating me alive. That must have been that whatever he cast at me. Holy crap, that hurt. Was this place designed by the Krogans? That's funny.
Gravity goes away in 3,
Something up there we can scan.
A security terminal has locked down access to the Ket Tower. The terminal is protected by a force field. I have marked the location of the 3 Ket generators that power the force field.
Okay.
Disabling all the generators will allow you to shut down the security terminal.
Why can't I scan it, sir? Who is it? What's up, Frodo? Are you coming in to be naughty or say hi or go to sleep? No, don't chew the metal. Okay, he's not here to sleep, honey. He's just here to be a monster.
Watch out behind you!
Watch the grenade! One generator down.
Get the fuck. Yeah, suck it up. Go with mommy. Go with mommy. Go on. Go outside. Go on. Whoa! Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! I got a little cocky and ran in. Alright. I wonder when the last save was. Oh no.
To be a Ket secure storage
Ew,
building.
all the way back
the
here?
entry is locked out by a defense matrix.
Damn, whatever they're protecting must be important. We should find that defense matrix
We
and
need
shut
more
it down.
frequent quick saves.
command base is just ahead. I know it's already pretty cold here, but stay extra frosty.
Pathfinder, I recommend you head toward the primary tower. It appears to be the core of the base.
What's up, Deeks?
Let's do this! Reload!
Life support restored.
Bad puppy. Alright, we need to be cautious this time and not die because they didn't give me a quick save.
I love this squad. Moving.
The security terminal has locked down access to the Ket Tower. The terminal is protected by a force field. I have marked the location of the 3 Ket generators that power the force field. Disabling all the generators will allow you to shut down the security terminal.
One generator down. Lots of consoles.
If the Ket maintain logs, we may be able to access them from here. Once we are in, I can perform a search to locate relevant data.
Oh, hello. Oh no, run. I didn't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I just died a minute ago. No, bad place to be. Bad place to be. This is guarded. thing hurts me even through the barrier. Alright, turret's down. Please tell me I can do a hard save. I cannot. Boo. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to go over there.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
On to the next one. All right, now I'm pissed. Good.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
Alright, that's 2 of 3.
1 to go.
Disabling the alarm will call off reinforcements.
What alarm?
Head on us.
All generators have been disabled. I have marked the coordinates of the security terminal. Destroy it to unlock access to the Ket Tower.
Ah, we gotta go up in there though. Alright.
Man, I hate the cat.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Pretty close, aren't they? Oh!
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Okay.
Life support is back online.
How are we getting up there?
Let's see you deal with this.
Oh, this is that console that was shielded earlier.
Security terminal has been destroyed. To the tower.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Well, it is a cold planet, Sam.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Ah! Too close. Too close! There are no bad games, only bad gamers. I agree.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
World is what you make of it. If you choose to be a disgruntled, whiny bitch, that's on you. Like, I play video games, I have fun. Like, it's literally that simple. There is nothing better in the world than playing video games. Are you kidding me? You know, I grew up on a dairy farm. I grew up in the construction industry. I had to shovel shit. Literally, on a dairy farm, every spring when the manure pit would thaw, my dad would send my brother and I out for about 6 weeks out of the year, and we would have shovels, and we would shovel cow shit into a manure spreader, and he would take the manure spreader and spread it around the fields. I sit here and play video games, right? And I think back to when I was 12 years old, shoveling cow shit into a manure spreader. At no point in time am I ever going to complain about a video game being bad. Are you kidding me? My 12-year-old self, who grew up in the time before the internet, in the time before, you know, all of the things that we have today, I couldn't even fathom these types of games. Are you kidding me? Anybody who complains about video games is the biggest self-righteous, entitled little bitch.
There.
Video games are
Let's hope that stops
amazing.
them.
It's not even showing us. Those doors, I'm assuming, are locked. Yeah, there's lots of kit behind this door. Open sesame!
It appears each of the hangar platforms has an automated fueling system. If you can access the controls, I can overload the system.
Ouch. I am not the front line of defense. I should really be sending my
On my way.
teammates up ahead of me.
Damn, the controls are locked.
Pathfinder, I have located several override terminals in the vicinity.
Shit.
We've got Cat. Pulling out the fancy move.
There he is.
Now I'm pissed.
Yep, I am caught up on Foundation. Matter of fact, before I moved everything over to my new review channel, I used to do all of my TV show and film reviews on this channel. So if you go digging, you will find all of my reviews of the first 2 seasons, or 3 seasons. It's been 2 seasons, right? You can find my reviews on this channel. Now, the reviews forthcoming are all on my new channel. Like, I've been reviewing Skeleton Crew, Silo Season 2, Dune Prophecy. I'll be reviewing Severance Season 2, all of the So anybody who's not following over on that channel, it's Renfail Reviews.
Shields are up. I'll take their fire.
Reload!
No, get back away. Touch the console.
All hostiles down.
Pathfinder, the controls to shut down the cat base are located at the top
Dune
of the tower.
Prophecy was
inside the
way
observation
too
room.
fracking
There is an
short.
elevator access nearby that you can take.
Six episodes is not enough. almost got him on the first go. I mean, him. Wow, so my biotic powers are significantly better than when we first did one of these guys, because it took me like 5 or 6 rounds the first time. This time it only took me 2 rounds of biotics to blast his ass into the past. Foundation is the perfect example of a show that I enjoy much more than the books. Like, I like Asimov as an author. Some of his stuff is really fun. I did not enjoy the chronology of the Foundation series. The concept is cool. I did not enjoy the books. The show, however, Lee Pace is a god among men. And it's like, every time I see him in something, he literally can do anything. Like, Lee Pace is amazing. But everybody in Foundation has just been absolutely stellar. The whole cast. I can't wait for season 3. It's gonna be great.
Damn, that's a view.
Alright, now I think
Alarms disabled, Pathfinder.
we could actually settle now, which is kind of what my goal today was to unlock the actual settlement. Return to Buxley. I don't know how I'm getting back to them. Ah, right here, just out of the elevator. What's up, buddy? What is showing on my map over here?
The defense matrix can be shut down by identifying and destroying critical subsystems. Pathfinder, I recommend using your scanner to identify the critical systems. Be careful. Destruction of non-critical systems will create hazards.
Yeah, but I don't think we actually need to do this since we already blew everything up. See, that's like an optional thing. Ket base attack. Yeah, I don't actually have to do that. I think that was if I had come around here.
Below normal temperatures.
The other way.
We tried to take down this place for months, and you made it look so easy. Destroying their command structure and systems leaves the rest of the Ket vulnerable. Remember Jarnik? The shield around it's come down.
The frozen city?
That's the one. This is the perfect opportunity for a final push, while they're still dealing with the chaos.
Tell me about this ancient city.
They say it was abandoned when the Scourge hit. The cold came and it was trapped in ice. The Ket learned we were investigating and took it. They think they can plunder it for remnant secrets. Let's hope they haven't completely destroyed everything.
I'll deal with it.
In the meantime, I'll see if there's anything I can find here. Be careful, Ryder.
Alright, I've got a bunch of points I can spend. 32 points. I have not spent my points in a while. Well, let's go ahead and take care of that. Excuse me. Reduces weapon weight and improves speed while shields are active. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. I'll take area effect. Ooh, kinetic channeler unlocked. Interesting. What profile is that? Oh, that's just the name of it. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going full on. My adept skills are getting toasty. Alright, I think we're actually done here. Yeah, they're talking about restoring service in some areas, Mistra. I
Within acceptable limits.
have not
Life
checked.
support restored.
I know Co Carnage posted something earlier. He's like, "Woo! I won't have to re-download Instagram." So I'm assuming they're restoring it to probably California places first. Yeah, it's up again for some people. I'm gonna go check my phone because I manage an account. Hang on. Yeah, I'm Yeah, it's back. Our account for the ranch is back up and going. So, yeah, we'll see what happens over the next 90 days. The conspiracy theorists are saying that so all the senators who voted against it all bought a shitload of meta stock over the past like 6 months or so, and they're all the ones who voted to ban it, right? So they bought all the meta stock and they banned TikTok. And now Trump is coming into office tomorrow, and he's signing this executive order to extend the deadline. And he's like, let's all the big tech companies in the United States band together and find a solution. And the conspiracy is Meta is now going to buy TikTok, which is going to make all of these senators billions of more dollars, and they're going to do what they wanted to do in the first place, which is control the flow of information and get rid of freedom of speech. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Conspiracy theories, but you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Does anybody have a release date? Has anybody heard a release date for Mafia: The Old Country? I've never played the previous Mafia games, but this game looks absolutely freaking amazing. I got sidetracked looking at yeah, that's all I've seen, Great Cat, is summer 2015. 2015, sorry, 2025. We're going back in time today.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
Look at that. The remnants staked a claim over there.
The Angara were all alone here until the Ket showed up.
Can you imagine wondering if you're the only sentient species in the galaxy?
Ryder, I think you've entered the poacher's camp.
I think we have.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Oh shit, I jumped out at the wrong time. Get out. Oh, they're fighting a big old baddie over there. We're just gonna let them have fun themselves. Anarchists. Have fun with that. There's another one of those big old critters back by our ride. Mafia 1 remake is amazing. Nice. Oh, there's like an encampment over here. Great Cat says I played the original Mafia when it released, been meaning to play the remake. I mean, I've heard of the series, but I just never played it yet. I need a heater. Life support's getting kind of low.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%.
The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
You better have a great explanation for hunting Yavara. Your people won't be happy to hear this.
So the Angara sent you then? I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
She can't. Not like this. Creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I can't make this decision. I hardly know how to feel.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Vold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll tell the commander. Thank you, Ryder. This feels like the right choice.
I'll go. Just let me pack my equipment.
My brother already put out the TikTok. He's like, remember that time we had to live with that TikTok, man? Crazy times we've lived through. That's funny. Man, I need to find a bunch of platinum deposits. That'd be nice. Alright, I think we're done in here. There's a memory trigger there, and my last of the medical supplies. Let's go do that.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
That looks like Ket tech.
Run it over. That's what we do to Kit.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Really?
You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Platinum, platinum, platinum. Let's watch that platinum go high. Come on. Go up.
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Nice work.
Got here.
Approaching a resistance emergency medical cache, Pathfinder.
Cache restocked. The emergency medical caches are back in business.
Nice.
Excellent news. Come back when you can. We just got new supplies, and I have something I think you might find useful.
Copy that. Those are both back there. Where can we place the outpost? Don't remember. let's do these turn-ins real quick.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Life support restored.
Hey, buddy.
There you are.
Chew him out.
Where are my colleagues? You have the map?
You mean the one you wanted to sell on Kadara?
How did... Astra. She grew a conscience again, didn't she? Girl's not cut out for this work. For what it's worth, I've been talking to these people. They have it rougher than I thought. To be honest, I don't know if I would have gone through with it. Well, go ahead. Do what you need to do.
I don't have the authority to punish you, but the governor of Tegix does. She'll deal with you.
Pathfinder, I've sent a message to the governor, telling her what to expect.
Is this really... Oh, fine. I don't really have a choice. Stars, do I regret asking you for help?
I bet you do, because you got caught. People only regret things once they get caught. Until they get caught, they very rarely regret anything. Yeah, no worries, JP.
You're the alien who saved the Moshai.
I am.
How many cat did you kill? I hope they screamed.
I don't kill Cat because I enjoy it. It just has to be done.
Well, yeah. Your people haven't been hunted and enslaved and exalted. It's different for us.
All right, that's enough. I know they call you Pathfinder. What do you need from us?
Your priestess, Roshwar Lin, told me about you. I was just curious.
Roshwar Lin is a blind old woman. She cowers with her blessings while the Ket consume everything.
She said you were throwing away your lives.
Nothing is thrown away. It's not suicide. We train as hard as anyone in the Resistance. But when you don't fear dying, that's when there's everything to gain and nothing to lose.
I can't wait for my turn. But all our blood still runs too hot. Tej is our hope now.
Tej is going to take down a Ket station. We should hear the news soon.
And what if he fails his mission?
If he dies fighting Ket, there is no failure. But if he returns with nothing accomplished, we'll know he was cowardly. Cowardly heart isn't worthy of blessed rebirth.
So where's this Ket station?
You shouldn't interfere, Pathfinder.
It's okay, Venj. As long as Ket died, doesn't matter who's killing them. Here's the nav point. It was interesting meeting you, Pathfinder. Skies be bright for you.
Alright, so that leads me to another quest. Where the heck can I place the, Ancient ferocious creatures help Tej fight the Ket. Oh, we have to activate the monoliths. I forgot all about that. Oh. Very groovy. Oh, report back to the doctor. Where is the doctor? Oh, all the way back here. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of freezing blue. Because, you know, it's a cold planet.
Oh, you think I'd make a real legend?
That's right, we went
Pathfinder,
there.
I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
A few treasure hunters found this map of ancient Vold. They wanted you to have it.
We thought we lost this when the Dar burned. Look at that detail. With this map, we could plan attacks through old trade routes. Whoever gave this to you deserves our thanks. As do you.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else.
Okay, then we have the Dact. And I've got points to spin because I'm level 20.
Use bandages. Get Escal to give you some coagulant. He should have... It's good to see you back. You saved lives today. We don't know who or how many, but you did. I set something aside for you from our latest shipment. For your help.
Hey, thanks. That's real nice of you.
It's dangerous out there. Everyone relies on their gear to get them home. Applies to you too. Oh, and Yetta, the fighter you found, managed to make her way back. She's stable and recuperating, thanks to you.
Alright, got a whole bunch of consumables. And we can spend some points. Biotic combo detonations knock down unarmored, unshielded, normal sized enemies. I think I would rather do 50 plus all combo damage versus shields. Alright, they don't have enough points to worry about. Cool. Alright, well that's that. Can I do a manual save here? I can. And I'm out, everybody. Oh, right as Transcend shows up. I gotta take a break, guys, and get some food in me. I am starving. It is about 2:30. I will more than likely, unless Chris needs me for something, I think I'm gonna be back after lunch because I did not do a stream this morning, everybody, because I didn't sleep last night. So I was, you know, I went back to bed at like 9 o'clock this morning and slept till like noon. So, if Chris needs me for something, I'm gonna help her. But it's Sunday, so I don't know if she's doing anything. If she's not doing anything, I think we're gonna come back and I'm gonna play that Berserker demo on the Xbox. I can't remember what it's called. Something Berserker. It's a game that's on demo right now on Game Pass just to try it out. So more than likely I'll be back in like the next 30 minutes or so. 30 minutes to an hour. I think, unless she needs me for something. If you don't see me in 30 minutes to an hour, you'll know why. Otherwise, I'll be back in a bit. Thank you. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully.